Yet another NBA season has passed. Opening night was last week, which means that we have the new 2025 Thunder ring to add to our collection and update the previous ring ranking video. As we have done in the past, I'd like to rank the 50 most recent rings, considering the rings before that time frame all look extremely similar and there's not really many unique aspects about any of them, which means that the 1976 Celtics ring will be the oldest ring on the list. If you want to see my opinions on the rings before that time, I do have them in the previous ring video, so feel free to check those out. And as always, I'm telling you, if you love sports, you will love this channel. I cover all 4 major sports and try to upload multiple times a week, which I will be getting back into. So thank you guys for popping on this video today. And let's rank these 50 NBA championship rings from worst to best. At number 50, we have the 1980 Lakers ring. The design we see here of the diamond backed by that basketball outline is very common during this time frame, which also includes the next placements on this list. At 49, the 77 Trailblazers ring, the 48 1976 Celtics ring, the Bullet 78 ring at number 47, and at 46, we have the 1979 Sonics ring, which is the best out of these designs, considering at least it does show a little bit of that Supersonics green on the side of the rings. At 45, we have the 1987 Lakers ring, featuring the 5 diamonds in the center, representing the 5 diamonds that they have won in LA. Once again, we have another very similar run of rings here. At 44, we have the 1982 Lakers ring. At 43, the 1981 Celtics ring. And at 42, the 1983 Sixers ring. All of these rings follow the same design of diamond in the center and polished team color behind it. And obviously these placements are pretty interchangeable. At 41, we have the 1988 Lakers ring. Similar to the last ring, except the center has a different texture and there's more surrounding diamonds, which I think looks a little better in my opinion. At 40, we have the 1990 Pistons ring. This combines the best of both worlds of the previous 2 rings, extra diamonds like the previous Lakers ring that we mentioned, but also that nice, beautiful polished team color. And I prefer the square behind the diamond. At 39, we have the 2000 Lakers ring. Considering its age, I feel like they could have done a bit better on this ring. Diamonds flood the face of this ring, as well as the Lakers text logo, and I think it looks alright. At 38, we have the 92 Bulls ring. I think I like the background better because the word Bulls stands out more than the Lakers does. The layered diamonds on the outside look pretty cool, but I do think overall this is a clunky ring. At 37, we have the 85 Lakers ring. I love rings that feature the Larry O'Brien trophy in the center. I feel like it's unique and definitely a little more thought out. At 36, we have the 84 Celtics ring. So simple, yet so effective. The green clover behind the diamond is really all you need for a perfect, compact, and concise ring. At 35, we have another Celtics ring that combines the beauties of the previous 2 rings we mentioned, as the 86 Celtics ring combines the beautiful clover and the Larry O'Brien trophy, making a beautiful ring. At 34, we have the 96 Bulls ring. 4 Larry O'Brien trophies on the front face for obvious reasons. I wish there was at least a splash of red included, but the design is pretty good. Similarly, at 33, we have the 2006 Heat ring. A ring that is 10 years newer than the previous ring, so obviously it's going to have a more crisp and detailed design. But once again, I would love to see some Miami Heat red or even some indication of a logo. At 32, we have the 99 Spurs ring. Very similar with a black background and the focal point being the diamonds making a shape in the center, but at least this one has the Spurs logo. Placing at 31, we have the 2001 Lakers ring. The back-to-back titles are represented by the 2 Larry O'Brien trophies in the center and the yellow diamonds representing obviously the Lakers color scheme. At 30, we have the 1998 Bulls ring. Chicago's infamous 6 ring. It features the larger Larry O'Brien trophy with the 5 other championships inside of it. Crafty, but once again, where is the color and where is the Bulls logo? Coming in at 29, we have the 2003 Spurs ring. Spurs rings are kind of lucky. They get the benefit of the doubt because their color scheme is just simply white, black, and gray. They aren't expected to have that much color on the ring, but I do think they have a good job with what they have. The Spurs logo looks really nice here. And that is the same case with their 2007 ring at number 28. 4 years newer, so it's going to be just ever so slightly more crisp, and it has an extra ring of diamonds around the logo. At 27, we have the 94 Rockets ring. I love the simplicity of the small logo in the center with the diamonds behind it. Definitely makes it feel vintage. I mean, it kind of is to an extent. But you'll notice on a lot of these older rings, the simplicity but with a splash of color and design is really what makes them. At 26, we have the Rockets 95 ring. This was their second ring of the back-to-back between the 2 Bulls three-peats, and due to it being their second ring, 2 Larry O'Brien trophies on the front. At 25, we have the 89 Pistons ring. Like I mentioned earlier, older rings that are simple but have that splash of color are perfect. I love that the Larry O'Brien trophy is covering the Pistons blue and red logo. At 24, we have the 2009 Lakers ring. I actually really enjoy the circular designs of rings here. Very slight color, but the Lakers logo in front of the Larry O'Brien trophy looks good, as well as the diamonds on both the left and right side of the ring. At 23, we have the 2005 Spurs ring. Once again, just a clean, simple ring, but it's the little things, such as the Spurs with the U being the actual logo, the nice golden Larry O'Brien trophy behind it. At 22, we have the 2008 Celtics ring. The green emerald clover just pops out of that white background. I love how prominent it is. That definitely was a focal point of this ring. And the simple coloring of white and green looks amazing. At number 21, we have the 91 Bulls ring. Over time, I've appreciated this ring more and more with how designed the bull is in the center. Once again, not too many diamonds on this ring, but the black background is really what makes the bull head stick out. And it was really rare to see rings this intricately designed back then. At 20, we have the 2010 Lakers ring. This is similar to their 2009 ring, except they correct all the mistakes. They feature more gold with the basketball outline. 2 Larry O'Brien trophies on each side look much better to the eye. And overall, it just seems like they tidied up this ring a bit. Placing at 19, we have the 2004 Pistons ring. Although this design looks simple, I will say it is unique in the fact that we don't really see that many teams anymore put their team title across the front with a team colored outline. I think it pays off here. I like the word Pistons in the center. It really sticks out of the ring, and the Larry O'Brien trophy in the back. Once again, a nice touch. At 18, we have the 2014 Spurs ring. Pretty much what was said about the previous Spurs rings can apply here. Simple coloring, yet once again, it's the Spurs color scheme. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. It looks very modern. The Spurs ring and the Larry O'Brien trophy look so clean in the center, and that's where these rings shine. At 17, we have the 2013 Heat ring. Very similar style to the Spurs ring, except 2 Larry O'Brien trophies further back to back. At 16, we have the Heat 2012 ring. I prefer the logo approach here on the front, and I love how the Larry O'Brien trophy is inside of the rim. At 15, we have the 2002 Lakers ring. Now, I bring this up every single rings video. I love how unique and intricate this design is. This is a triangle themed ring, meaning that they won 3 straight, 3 sides of a triangle, but also the fact that Phil Jackson and the Lakers were known for running their triangle offense. Such a cool nod to that offensive scheme, and probably the most clever ring. At number 14, we have the 97 Bulls ring. Definitely one of the most unique rings that we see on this list, considering that the entire shape of the ring takes place after the Bulls logo, which for being crafted almost 30 years ago, the design of the bull is immaculate. It looks so amazing considering its age. At 13, we have the 2015 Warriors ring. One of 4 stunning Warriors rings. This one just happens to have the least amount of color, but still, the Bay Bridge design with the player number in the top corner is beautiful. At 12, we have the 2017 Warriors ring. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and we really see that with all these Warriors rings, considering they use the same design for all 4. The Bay Bridge, this time the Larry O'Brien trophy in place of the player number, which I prefer, as well as the increase of color on this ring. At 11, we have the 2011 Mavericks ring. The Mavericks logo beautifully crafted on the front. The outline of the logo is where the blue comes into play, and it looks magnificent. We are entering the top 10, and at number 10, we have the 2019 Raptors ring. You really start to realize how good the rings have been recently, considering that a couple years back, this ring was so much closer to the top of my lists. And obviously, it's not that this ring has gotten any worse, but it's just the fact that the bar for ring making keeps getting higher and higher as the technology that makes these rings continues to develop. I love the red outline on this ring, as well as the beautiful Toronto skyline. At number 9, we have the 2020 Lakers ring. I really like the Lakers alternate logo on the front of this ring. The purple amethyst on the front really sticks out, and this whole ring pretty much serves as a tribute to Kobe. As we see, the interior of the ring features those black Mamba scales, as well as the Lakers' retired numbers, but especially Kobe's numbers in black. A very touching tribute for an already amazing ring. At number 8, we have the 22 Warriors ring. Once again, the same exact design, but they managed to switch it up beautifully every single time. As this ring, you can twist the face open, which reveals the respective amount of Larry O'Brien trophies won by each player. For example, players like Jordan Poole will only have 1 compared to Curry, who has 4. Very neat feature. At number 7, we have the 93 Bulls ring. In my opinion, it's the best logo ever crafted on a ring. The Bulls logo looks amazing here with the ruby red and the gold outline. In addition, once again, the body of the ring pretty much takes the shape of the Bulls logo. Simply incredible considering it was made in 1993. At number 6, we have the 2024 Celtics ring. the previous championship ring before the new Thunder ring. It is just incredible. The beautiful green, gold, and white all throughout the ring. The interior features the 2024 Celtics banner, as well as the underside of the ring cap features used parquet pieces from the championship game. At number 5, we have the 2021 Bucks ring. A beautiful, symmetrical face of the ring with the green buck and the Larry O'Brien trophy perfectly centered behind it. Inside the ring is a QR code that is scannable to reach the Bucks season highlights, and the main feature of this ring is the fact that the cap comes off and can act like a pendant. You can then attach it to any chain, keychain, etc. At number 4, we have the brand new 2025 OKC Thunder ring. I would say that it lived up to the hype. I mean, we see a good combination of color here. We have the white, we have the blue, golden, and we have an orange outline around the side of the ring. Maybe could have used a little more color on the front face of the ring. I feel like especially the Thunder logo itself could benefit from a bit of the actual color scheme, but that's just me being nitpicky. The interior of this ring is equally as amazing. In the center, you have all the players' hands lifting up the Larry O'Brien trophy, a really cool design, a design we've never seen before on any other ring. And in my opinion, the highlight of this ring is the fact that it is a ring within a ring. There's a much more practical, easy to wear ring that features diamonds and the player numbers of the championship team. I love the practicality aspect of it, and it also just looks amazing itself. Well done. I'm sure Thunder players and Thunder fans are very happy with how this ring came out. At number 3, we have the 2016 Cavaliers ring. Now, I say this every year, but this ring doesn't need the fancy gimmicks of opening up. In my opinion, it has the best ring face out of any single ring we see. The Cavaliers logo is beautiful with the Larry O'Brien trophy wrapped inside of it. A perfect combination of color as well just makes it such a satisfying ring to look at. Coming in at number 2, we have the 2018 Golden State Warriors ring. Now, I know I said the Cavaliers have the best ring face. I think this Warriors ring has the second best ring face, but the fact that the face flips over to change between blue and white is simply incredible. Both options look amazing. I think the blue Warriors face with the Bay Bridge, the 2 Larry O'Brien trophies, player number, mini Bay Bridge design at the bottom of the ring, all of these combine to make a spectacular ring, coming in at number 2. But once again, earning the number 1 spot, we still have the 2023 Nuggets ring. It is incredible every single time I analyze it. The Nuggets logo is seen in the center with the 2 pickaxes, the mountains in the center, Larry O'Brien trophy, the title Nuggets. You can switch the color of the ring. Once again, this does feature a side ring, a ring within a ring, but this one has the 2023 NBA champion banner on it, which I think looks a little bit cooler on the design. I think it pretty much one-ups the Thunder ring in most categories. Although I love the Thunder ring, I think the Nuggets ring is the golden standard for how rings should look, and that is why I believe it is the best ring in NBA history. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy yet another NBA ring video. I love making these every single year. Please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Once again, I post all 4 major sports frequently, so you will not regret subscribing to the channel. Comment your list down below and any information you thought was cool with these rings that I did not cover. Obviously, I had a short time frame to make this video. I'm not trying to bore you guys with a 40-minute video with all the little details and Easter eggs of each ring, but maybe that might be for another year. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next Heaps video.